Okay, I think I'm back. Just gonna test real quick. Ay, ay, ay. See, I can see your text, Kelly. Let's try this out. There we go. We're good. And my follower goal updated. What? Okay. Sorry, so now I'm going to open a game. Please. Each spectators. Anyway, so before all that nonsense, I think the Cote 8 format is going to be really interesting. So Mark Orion and I have been testing ad nauseum. Like, we've been really diving into the decks we own, what could potentially be a good deck, what counters we're trying to do, what we might expect to see, and how does the deck handle that. So it's been a really nice revisit into competitive testing, even though the low 60s to low 70s aren't competitive rankings per se. It's the similar mindset of you're trying to test a deck to fit a very specific parameter. In Vault Tour, it's I want to win. In Cote, it's obviously I want to win too, but you're playing as a team as well, so it's some interesting choices to make. Just waiting for people to join. This one probably won't be that bad. I remember really liking this deck. P. Pierce, Battle Rings, Toothed Scholar. I'm just importing some of my lower decks. People might not want to join just because the group I made, so I'm just gonna hop into someone else's. Let's try P. Pierce. GLHF. Let's see. Ooh, Speed Sigil with Moon Cursor is awesome. Do I want to Speed Sigil this early? Holy shit, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what isn't the card limit per card type 5? 1 second. I'm gonna clear the search here. I gotta look something up. Because I remember there was... No? Okay. You can have 7 Plague Rats. That's fucking stupid. I'm all over the place. Yeah, okay. So... the Merkins, what are you gonna grab? Mahib the Huge. Okay. Well, let's go. Shadows. Speed Sigil. Excuse me, Moon Cursor. Bye, Heeb. Just catching up on all the chat that's finally catching up for me. So, Kelly's got a 58. And no, so if anyone wants to play me on Saturdays, you don't have to redeem points. That's just a Friday thing. And as I was saying on Fridays, I think you were not watching the channel at that time. The points, it's $50 a challenge. So you're going to redeem those points in about an hour. Oh boy, let's go Brobnar. Drop a Valder. Valder's gonna fight there. Let's go Cannon. And so Valder, just do that. Probably could have put Loot the Bodies out, but I was hoping for a better turn for Loot the Bodies. But you know, here's a 2/2/2 hand. Yeah, I think now that I'm looking at it, Plague Rat seems to be the only card that allows more than 5 copies. And Plague Rats are really bad. They're very bad. If you reap with Awe Beta, you lose an amber, you gain an amber, but that turns my Ghostly Hand online. Nope, they're just going to fight. Okay. So... I think I go Logos here to get some archiving going. So let's archive there. Hold the BDQ. And there's a nice library, so I'm going to try and play outside of House Logos for a while. Try and stack that hand with Logos cards. So Orion or Kelly, if either of you wants to hop in on the next match, that's fine. I encourage it. Let's not take the archives. Let's loot the bodies this time. Let's go Crump. Crump will fight. Pew. There's the first Plague Rat. And this is a great time for Shadows, because I've got Ghostly Hand. I've got Relentless Whispers, and I've got a Bullet Eye who will reap and kill that rat. And that's a really nice Logos line, so I'm going to drop this Library Access. Blue Key, Logos, Library Access. Let's go Quixo. Quixo is going to fight, get a free card. Let's go Dexter. Draw first. Oh, nice. Crazy Killing Machine. Twin Bolt Emission. I'm just nuking the crap out of their board. Let's go another Quixo. I don't want to play either of these right now, so even though I want to keep the Library Access going, I don't want to pitch cards that I truly want. They've played most of their creatures, honestly. They've got a lot of their disc creatures left, but most of their shadows are gone. Most of their Sanctum are gone. And their disc creatures are pretty decent size, so I'm going to hold the BDQ. This is P. Pierce Battle Rings Toothed Scholar. I don't think I have it on our shared spreadsheet. This is one that I just found this morning and didn't have a chance to add to the list. I'm gonna go Brobnar. Let's go Crump. Let's go ahead and just Cannon, Behringer, Fight, and Headhunter. So this deck has a lot of punishment for smaller creatures. So Poison Wave, Speed Sigil. It actually is able to use the Speed Sigil pretty well. I know there's going to be decks that can use it better, but we're just going to go Logos. Let's go Anomaly Exploiter. Let's play this Dexter. Reap with Dexter. Let's go Crazy Killing Machine. Let's grab Crump and Struck Out because I hit Sanctum. So now I'm going to hit the BDQ. I don't want this Tezmel. Dexter's fine. I'll trigger it again. Let's get rid of this Streak and my Headhunter. So here, I'll leave the deck list up for a little bit. So it's lots of cool fight ability with Brobnar. So Brobnar uses the Speed Sigil pretty well, comes in play and just fights right away. It's also a Sting deck. So if I just see Sting early enough, which actually this turn I will grab Sting. So we're gonna go Sting. Gonna play I'm not gonna play Dodger. I'm gonna play Poison Wave first. Then I'm gonna play Dodger. And I'm not going to steal because I want them to pay me. And then next turn I'll nuke the Sting and hopefully crescendo to a win. Nice thing about elusive creatures against Dodgers, with 2 Dodgers I get double steal because I can just hit the elusive twice. That's 1, 2, 3. I really wish I had Eaton's Jar deck against this and just say Plague Rat. just give him 7 dead cards. Oh yeah, you know that card that your deck revolves around? You're not playing it this turn, or this game. Let's go Shadows. Nuke the Sting. Let's drop Pad Penny. Let's have Dodger fight Gamgee. Have Bad Penny fight Gamgee. Put Bad Penny back out. Wouldn't it be? It would just be like, oh yeah, have fun playing your deck without its core mechanic that takes up, what's 7 of 36? 1/5 of the deck. I remember, now that I look at this list, I really did like it when I first got it. It was before I really put a lot of attention into synergy of a deck. I think I just looked at this and I was like, oh, this bunch of really cool cards. I like this deck. And you know I liked it because I sleeved it in my favorite sleeves. Not anymore though, it's in my collection somewhere. Yellow Key Logos. So let's go ahead and start with a Ganymede Archivist, Reap and Archive Anger, drop Dexter, and drop a Titan Mechanic. It's an Anomaly Exploiter, get rid of that Anguish, And at this point, my opponent's pretty far behind. I'm just gonna throw caution to the wind there and just play Graft for some amber. Realize I was streaming in blackness. That's a nice Bullet Eye. Bullet Eye into Speed Sigil's another really fun combo. Double bad pennies though sucks. Especially because I don't have anything like a Secret Needle to get some amber off of them. Yeah, let's go Shadows. Drop Bullet Eye, Reap and Nuke Charette, and get rid of these bad pennies. Check at 6. Don't think they have much for amber control. They did just reshuffle, so they could have drawn into some stuff. Chances are pretty low, though. All right. GG. Orion, did you want to jump in and do some testing? Or do you just want to watch and be a creeper? I've got a couple other decks to play as well. I do have a pretty silly Mass Mutations one. It has like no control whatsoever, but it has 14 enhancements. Triple opposition research, so it makes my opponent just fight. I will mute spectators. Private requires a link. Boom, there you go. I'm gonna try another deck I found this morning. This one's a 60, so you can play a 60 or a 62. Curious what this one can do. It's got some really cool old school cards and some interesting lists. But I don't remember at all how well it plays. Let's see, what do you got? Bumsies, Screech Bomb, Iron Obelisk. That's key cost is +1 for every damaged Brobnar creature. Boom. See, I know what I'm doing. I can remember these cards sometimes. I was gonna say, I still have it in chat, so why... I could just look it up in chat. Opponent's keys cost +1 for each friendly damage Brobnar creature. I always forget that I have that bot now. Let's go Mars and drop that Crystal Hive. Let's go Brobnar. Let's go ahead and drop Blood Money there. Drop a Valder and drop a Troll. This is one of the few decks I own that has Crystal Hive, actually. purged my troll. Well, I'm gonna have to go Untamed. Let's Nocturnal Maneuver. Exhaust that. Let's go Flaxia and a Witch of the Eye. So this is another potential contender I have for the first round of the Kote League. Because it's a 60. Lock that. Come down here. Let's update my subscriber goal to 10. See if I can get to that. Let's go Brobnar. Let's play Smash to stun Bumpsy. Let's play War Song to have Valder fight with an extra +2 against Anafiel. Oh, old Bruno. All right. We go Mars. Let's play Mother Gun. Soft Landing. Crystal Hive to Soft Landing. Zizix. Let's play Zorg. Zizix is going to fight Umbra and archive that. Oh boy. Just bonus Ember pips out the ass. Okay. Let's go Mars. No to my archives. Let's Mother Gun for 1, 2, 3. Let's hit that Bruno. Let's go Mind Warper. Unstun Zorg. And let's pop you over here. Let's Reap. Just do that. Archive there. Oops. 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 Forgot Crystal Hive. I should be at one more Amber is all. Sweet, my merch alert actually works. That's the perk of working with or playing with people you actually know. They're more willing to allow you to redo things that you didn't do properly. Anyway, so I have new merch available. So if you want to see the store, go ahead and click the link that just posted in the chat panel. You can also do !store, !merch. Both will just repost that link. I've got t-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee mugs, a mouse pad, cell phone case for the Samsung Galaxy phones. Unfortunately, iPhone cases are not available. Sorry. And stickers. The nice thing is, so I'm not really able to steal. I mean, I can use Mind Warper to keep him off of keys. So I'm going to go Mars again. No to my archives. I'm going to Mother Gun. Just one. Hit that Silvertooth. I'm going to use... Make Silvertooth capture one. Zorg is just going to reap. God damn it. God, I forgot to fucking, like, it's my namesake of my fucking channel. So that was one. Then I'm going to, okay. So now I'm going to use Crystal Hive. Yeah, I mean, Orion doesn't have his sound on, but I absolutely need to get a handle on being able to play a Crystal Hive. Sorry, so then I'm going to Reap with Zizix. I'm going to use Crystal Hive first, trigger Zizix to archive Witch of the Eye. I'm going to Reap Crystal Hive, and I'm going to archive Flaxia. And I'm going to put a Biomatrix backup on Mind Warper. I'm going to Reap with there. And then I'm going to Reap again. So check at 16 of 6. I think he's... As I say, I probably should have checked if he had too much to protect before I did all of that. Screech Bomb and Bumpsies could hurt. He's not gonna like my next turn because I've got all this Untamed lined up with a Key Charge in hand. Blue Key. Question is, I think I need to put the gas on because I need to be in checkmate by the end of this turn. Let's see, who's Scientists? Mind Warper and Vizima. So Curiosity is actually going to hurt. I think I actually just go Mars here. Crystal Hive first. Not going to forget it this time. So let's use that. Bump it on Bumpsy. And let's Reap. To put Niffle Ape in there. Let's Reap. Crystal Hive. Ready Mind Warper. Use Mind Warper to dump another Amber there. Reap, Crystal Hive, and I'm not going to archive anything. And yes, end turn. So 17 of 6. Check the second key. Pulled him off of check on his key. And unless he's able to nuke a ton of my Amber, I can finish the game with a Key Charge. Because I wanted to make sure I stunned this Grenade Snib, just in case. So I'm going to go Untamed, yes. I don't care at this point, I'm just going to dump everything. Put all this shit out. And let's Key Charge. Zoom. Woof. That was once I figured out, you know, you should probably use Crystal Hive every turn. Once I remembered to actually use Crystal Hive regularly and that I shouldn't be afraid to just abuse the Mars line since he didn't have any scaling control. I mean, I just needed to get enough Amber to forge and then key charge on the same turn. And since I'm playing in Mars because of Crystal Hive, I'm able to archive all those untamed creatures and put that Flaxia online. That is a deck that, like, I completely forgot I owned it. And now that I remember it, I remember the name, and I had a ton of fun with it. The problem is it has no Amber control. So if it, I mean, no Amber control. My Amber control is basically Mind Warper. But as long as I can stay ahead, it just abuses you and gets farther and farther ahead. Trying to see some of my other lesser played decks. Don't remember being a fan of that deck. This one was okay. I think this one had has a ton of skirmish. It's a really cool fight deck. Yeah, not quite sure how I feel about it though. Let's try, I'm gonna load this one in. Is this bracket much easier for you to rule ones out? Casual. I'm gonna do Benoit, the Raider of Blood Rubble. I don't know if I'm necessarily ruling these out quick enough. Yeah, I don't know. I still think I'm set on Ms. I for round 1 for the 60s. It has better Amber control than the one I just played. That is a terrible Sanctum hand, so I'm going to mulligan this. Let's go Shadows. Umbra. Gonna hold the Dusk Runner for now. He's just gonna purge that Umbra, unfortunately. If he goes into Mars again. Yep. So Umbra's gone. That's fine. I think I've got 3 in this list. Yeah. So let's go with Brobnar. No to my archives. Let's Earthshaker. Ganger to Reap. And Smith to put me at 5 of 6. Not my blinding light. boy. So I think I just have to go Sanctum. Shield of Justice. Take hostages just to get Amber. Woof. 3 fates, okay. I think I have a Begone in here. Yeah, I do have Begone. Unfortunately, none of these. Whatever. Let's go Shadows. So let's put a Ring of Invisibility on Magda. Let's place Pawn Sacrifice. Let's discard Duskrunner and Lights Out Magda and Toxin. Yep, now I remember why I do not like this list. You get a lot of clunky upgrades. I think my Sanctum list is almost all upgrades. It's 1 creature. Yep, I have 1 Sanctum creature. So, boo. It's blue key. Let's go. Earthshaker will kill Umbra or Urchin and Masis Asp. Yeah, let's go Brobner. Let's go Earthshaker. Looter Goblin. And then let's put Phoenix Heart on the Looter Goblin. Phosphorus Stars. I haven't seen that one in a while. So let's go Shadows. Let's do Poison Wave. I do not need to Miasma because the Poison Wave killed everything. So I'm going to hold that Miasma. All kinds of bullshit going on in this game. Miasma's gonna feel really bad, so I'm going to... Well, I have to play Shadows anyway, because they locked me into it, so... Miasma. I hope they drop a bunch of creatures, because I did draw into Glorious View. So, Sanctum, I'm going to protect the weak. It doesn't matter because I just can destroy him with Begone. Let's Gorm of Am, get rid of the Dominator. It's Hallowed Blaster, Glorious View, Begone, destroy each dis. Check it, 9 of 6. Double Oubliette's nice. Let's see, they battle fleeted to draw 2. And we are at a tie game, so I do not like the Ixlo Bolter. Should I just double purge them? I'm gonna Brobnar, let's get the Fire Spitter, Ganger Chieftain to fight there. And then Troll, and I'm going to hold Lomir. To 7. Well, that's why I held Lomir. So Brobnar. Lomir. Troll. Fire Spitter. Fire Spitter. Reap. Nothing I can do. If they push the check here, I lose. Yeah. All I had to do was reap once. Woof. Okay. Well, that just reassures me that this deck is not good. Brobnar. Let's go Grenade Snib. I wish I had a way to kill my own Grenade Snib on turn. Reap. 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 Just move that out of my collection. Let's see. So I'm just looking at the decks that I have in my my DOK page. Just do maximum there. So if I just do raw arc, I don't remember ever playing that deck. I'm trying to pick the ones that have the highest ranks or ratings of each type of deck. So highest efficiency. Oh, it's expected amber, sorry. Highest efficiency is 61. I'm gonna try this one actually. 62. First San and Wayne Astrid's Doter, or Astrid's Dotir. Double Exhume with some decent targets. So I could pull my Vindas back. I could pull, how many creatures do I have? 15 creatures. So my Lilithals, any of these Brobnar creatures are good to bring back. Still can. Simon, J-Vinda, and A-Vinda. And those are my only creatures in Shadows. Okay. I'm just gonna see what I can do. Don't really have any high hopes for it. Tag. You're it. Let's get into it. Big old bucket of nope. I don't mind actually getting these out early, so I'm going to Shadows. Pestering Blow, A-Vinda, J-Vinda. See if the twins can do some work here. Not with the Piranha Monkeys. Not with an entire fucking hand of Untamed. Okay. So I guess we go Brobnar just to get these and see what I draw. I mean, Lupo's just gonna skirmish fight it. Yep. Yeah, I mean this game went to shit really fast. I'm I don't even look at their list, but I'm guessing it is a very high ranked deck. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of really high ranked Italian decks lately. I mean, it's a 67, but they got a lot of their Untamed lined up there. So we're going Dis, we're going Anguish, we're going Lilithal, and we're Evil Eyeing. Yeah, they got a very good Untamed open. It's a kind of a theme with my play and my decks. I don't get good openings really ever, and when I do, it is somehow immediately answered. So, and I've run tons of stats on trying to figure out when I should mulligan, when I shouldn't, and honestly, I mulligan well. It's just I don't know. It doesn't ever line up. Like, I mulligan at the right times, and it's just nope. Okay, let's just go Splash with Flamethrower. Let's go Narp. Let's Power of Fire and Calfine. And I can't get this Hunting Witch off the board either, which is a pain in the ass. Because that buffed Lupo is stupid. So I'm going to go Dis. Wretched Doll. I'm going to Exhume. Anguish? Or Narp? I don't know. Narp, because then at least Lupo can't kill him outright. I'm gonna Poltergeist. And the Evil Eye. Yeah, I think I just had to go for the target that can survive Lupo, so if they want to kill him, they have to do it twice. And I'm hoping, that's what I was looking for, because I've got 2 TMTPs here, and I was trying to get to one of them, because I keep key taxing them, and I want them to go over 6 pretty aggressively. Yeah, I could have. That probably would have been the smarter play. But, you know. I can actually keep them off a key here as well. Yeah, so if I Brobnar Flamethrower, and then I Volcano, I've killed 3. I can overrun and make them lose 2. Wait. Did I actually play a Brobnar turn properly? And did I actually get to use Overrun properly? What? And another 3 over, so now I can TMTP. So it's Shadows, TMTP, into the night, and I'm just gonna get rid of Kaimor. It took a long time, but you know, this deck actually had some answers for it, which is surprising me. I was able to stall that key and TMTP to get myself into check. They Neurosiphoned, which is probably the only control they can do. Since they siphoned, my guess was that they didn't have Graft. Ooh. So let's Brobnar. I'm not going to be able to get K-Lock into the center, but my Flamethrower, drop Stiltkin. Let's go K-Lock to the left. I'm more concerned about this Mother. So then I'm going to drop Alaka to the right, fight Mother, and then Alaka can be ready and reap. Yeah, they backed themselves in the corner calling Untamed for so long. It gets to a point where, yes, you're going to continue to use those Hunting Witches, but I think they 2 or 3 turns in a row didn't use their Piranha Monkeys because it was going to kill their board. So their Piranha Monkeys just sat there. Let's get some Dis on the board. Oops. Let's drop Eterome. Trying to keep my K-Lock in the center to give my all my creatures skirmish. And then Bloodshard Imp. And I'm going to Draining Touch on Mother. Let's just pop a Wretched Doll on Flaxia. Yeah, so had they played more creatures, so I don't see their hand, none of us see their hand, so I don't know what they had in hand, but that becomes an instance of, is killing the Hunting Witch that bad? And I would say no, because they didn't have any creatures. If they were going to play more creatures and draw, and drop more, then I'd be a little concerned, but it was a weird playline. Yeah. That fucking Scrapper, right? Yep. Trying to think what I've got. So Shadows is my play here. TMTP into a Trust No One, steal 1, get them off check. Let's mug that Flaxia and into the Knight so they cannot fight unless they're using Shadows. They did graft me though. Red key. Again, no use for the Scrapper here. Volcano is going to really hurt. So let's go with this. Drop the Wretched Doll. Remove the stun. Let's have Bloodshard Imp. I'll just Reap. Eterome, if they Reap, is going to have to kill. I'll probably kill Alaka. Let's Exhume. Let's Exhume this Anguish. So now I do have my Gargantus Scrapper online. And then I can Flamethrower Anguish. Nope, that's not going to get him off a key. So, god damn. If I Volcano though, 4 to each creature, that'll make their key cost 10. And that'll put Overrun online, right? Yeah, so let's go Brobnar. It's really weird having plays in Brobnar. Let's hit Lady Maxina. I'm just trying to make sure. Yeah, yeah. Play the Scrapper. Don't forget the Alpha. But yeah, Scrapper actually worked. Just trying to make sure I get all this going. So I'm gonna Flamethrower. Just there for shits and giggles. Let's Volcano and Overrun. and then absolute trash. So they're gonna probably end up with the win here. We'll see. Yeah, because I have nothing to compete with this. Shadows. I need to protect this Anguish. I'm going to drop the Shadows on the flanks and Kymor Eclipse. Discard my other Kymor and see what I can draw. More garbage. Nope. Yeah, I'm stalling out now. I've run stalling them for so long. Really screwed me over. So I go Brobnar here. Those are my creatures that have the best chance of sticking. And I do draw TMTP and double Evil Eyes, so maybe, maybe. I feel like this deck has very much the style of, if I can't get Amber, you're not getting Amber either. Oh, there goes the Anguish. So if I... Ooh. What's the play here? Probably Dis. Because that'll be +6, puts them at 11. And I'll be at 5 of 5. Alright. So drop Lilithal. I go Evil Eye. Evil Eye. I Wretched Doll this Raiding Knight. GG. How did they... Oh, they put an Amber on Pocket Universe. Got it. Yeah, not enough pips to keep up. Surprised me for a little while there. That I held on for dear life. Let's try... This is a AOA deck. So, already one of my lesser favorites. Milford of Lower Bog Classroom, which is hilarious because it has 3 Professor Sutterkins, and I just really enjoy that because it's a classroom. Terrible amount of pips. I've got 7 pips, but I had 12 expected Amber, but my speed is 13 because I've got a Helper Bot, 3 Sutterkins, 2 Library of Babbles, and some other archives. I do have triple Sir Marrows, which my opponent doesn't have enough board control that could stall them out a little bit. I don't think I have a lot of taunt, unfortunately. Merrick the Marked and a Barrister Joya, so it does have some reap, has a lot of reap disruption. 0 board clear, 0 scaling Amber control. It does have key abduction. What else do I have? Osmo Martianologist with Mars, so that's not bad. Probably the most annoying card ever to be released. Let's do it. Mars is a decent start. I'm gonna probably start with Logos, drop that Helper Bot to get the Mother Gun on the board. Sorry for what? Whatever. Let's mute spectators. Ooh, they're dropping a Saurian. That's going to be rough. Triple Bonesaw, double Pandemonium with a Gateway. Okay, let's go Logos, Helper Bot, Mother Gun. And after this match, I will be taking my midstream couple-minute break. Let everyone stretch their legs, get some drinks, potty break, whatever you need to do. They got rid of my third Mars, so we're going Sanctum. Sigil of Brotherhood, Aubade, and a Barrister. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that I don't stack the board with these Surmeros at the same time. And also putting them on the board at the same time as Barrister is rough, because then Surmeros won't be doing what they... Hiccups won't be doing what they want to. They like their Saurian line. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's go Mars. Mother Gun to go for 3. Hit Faust. Ooh, human, so she's gonna take some damage, so Plague, and then Resonator. Let's use the Sigil. I'm gonna have Aubade. I'm gonna have Aubade fight here. Barrister fight here, and then I'm gonna play Martian Hounds on Barrister to give her +8. That felt dirty. Problem is my Mars needs Amber fuels Faust, so I need to be able to... I'm gonna go ahead and Mother Gun. Let's just do 2, make sure Faust dies. Let's drop Sky Booster Squadron. Let's put Red Planet Ray Gun on Resonator. I'm going to have Plague Master fight, because I don't want it to damage my own creatures. So I'm going to fight it and have it die. I've got 1. Sorry, it would be 1, 2. So I'm going to fight there. Reap and hit them with the Ray Gun. Painmail is a cool way to just deal with Barrister Joya there. Hoping they drop more disc creatures, because I do have this Bagon in hand. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures. So there's the Drekker. So, oh, I guess, yeah. They call this, it moves into the archive, then they can choose to grab the archive, so pain mail's stupid. Let's go Mars. Mother Gun. Let's draw 2. Let's hit that Drekker. Ixley Fix Finger, then have Sky Booster Squadron. Reap. Drop them back down, then Mars needs Amber. I'm trying to stack as much Amber on their disc creatures as possible for the Begone play. Splinter doesn't. Splinter has just enhance 6 damage pips. So, I mean, I could fight in and then kill that Drekker. That pain mill is getting really fucking annoying though. Woof. So I think this is the turn I need to play Sanctum. So I go each disc creature. Surmeros. They're gonna beat me to that first key. No, they borrowed my Mother Gun. The deck my opponent's playing does not feel very weak. Curious. Lose. So they're ambidextrous Bath Mortician. That is gross. Let's go check that. Yeah, they're playing, it's a 69, so it's out of the normal realm of this deck's range. Now it has elusive because of Boss Zarek. Let's go Mars. Reap. Reap. Tixel Beam Buckler. Let's hit Boss Zarek. Move him to the right. That's Key Abduction. Tixel Beam Buckler. Boss Zarek. And then drop all this shit. Where's my cap? There it is. This is a snail's pace of a game. Turn 8 and I still haven't even been in the check before. Do they have... I feel like they're building for a Tyrannosaurus. No. Exile, though. Well. So... Woof. is going on? I think I just have to go Sanctum. Merrick. Marrows. Do they have... okay. No Kymor Eclipse. There's all my logos I wanted early. I think this was the triple Professor Sutterkin. I still do not have a single Sutterkin. So all 3 of them are in the bottom 9. Right there. Good old Brian card draw. The Milford of Lower Bog classroom with 3 professors. 3 professors is way too many for one classroom. I'm just gonna say that. Well, and then they just skyrocketed to 9 of 6, so I can't do anything. This is a shit show. Logos, I guess. Yeah, I wanted all this logos early, so thank you for that. There they are. That was not a GG. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back. Still test some more 62 SAS decks, or 61, 62, and hopefully find ones that don't suck as much as that last one. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. And I'm back. So I'm just gonna get rid of that guy. That one felt okay, a little slow, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. Akia, the muscle bound, is awesome. Had a lot of fun, definitely gonna test that a little more. I've got the director that builds up study. I'm gonna test that one. This one. What else we got? Some phase shifts, some Doppelbuchtens, Dysania, which is a card that I don't have a lot of. I think I have 3 copies in my whole collection. So it'd be fun to get down and play. A 3/2/2 hand for a start. I almost always mulligan unless it looks great. But this hand looks awesome. So we're going to Sanctum. Let's go ahead and get that potion out. Let's see, double opposition research, so they can shut down my Reap a little bit. They can borrow, so I do need to be mindful of that. Let's go ahead and go Sanctum. Protectrix and Sequus. I'll just hold there. So, excuse me. Again, this only has 7 printed Amber Pips. It does have a Doorstep to Heaven, 23 creatures, 130 board power. It's a decent amount of Amber control, below average but okay expected Amber at 14. Usually want that around 20-ish. Spike Trap and Seeker Needle. So I need to keep my larger creatures on the edges. Let's go ahead and go Sanctum. It's Hallowed Blood. Well, no, Protectrix is going to heal himself if I Reap. So let's go Champion Anaphiel to the right. Reap with Sequus. Reap with Protectrix. And call that good. I don't want to play Blinding Light just yet because I want to hold on to that to see what other creatures they drop. They've got an Infomorph, 3 Munchlings, 2 Daughters, and a Skippy. So nice Logos line. 3 creatures in Shadows. And 4 creatures in Untamed. So Logos is the house that I'm concerned about for board presence. Looks like most of their deck is all actions or artifacts. Positron Bolt, okay. Can't use any cards. And I can't Reap. It doesn't make sense for them to piggyback those off each other, other than getting one out of their hand. Because if I can't use, I can't Reap anyway. I think this is just a good time to get some Mars on the board. Yeah, probably going to see a Ghost Hawk here between Skippy and Munchling. Called it. What else do they have? Maybe a Reclaimed by Nature on my potion. Interesting that they put that on there. Oh, they did that intentionally so they would kill Skippy. Okay. Well, we're going Sanctum. Going to a Doorstep. take hostages. It's a fight Key Frog, heal him with Hallowed Blaster, and still hold that Blinding Light. They don't have enough creatures on board to really make it worthwhile. And the creatures that is on the board can be managed just through some fighting. So I definitely want to hold this Hypnotic Command because I'm counting 8 creatures in Mars. So Hypnotic Command can hit them pretty hard. So probably drop Logos next turn. Well, there goes my Blinding Light anyway. So I'm definitely not playing it. Let's go Logos. Psychic Bug. So they have Daughter, Skippy Time Hog, Rapid Evolution, Techno Beast, and Reclaimed by Nature. So I just don't want them to get the Amber from this, so I'm just gonna hit that so it goes away. That way they can Reclaim by Nature my Hallowed Blaster, but they won't get any Amber from it. And I know they're cautious about Spike Trap. They might still trigger it because they do have a Resurgence in hand, so they might trigger it and then Resurgence that Ghost Hawk. But nope, they're going Logos, Skippy. Yippee Skippy. Still can't use cards, so let's go Sanctum and a Raiding Knight. Yeah, it's such an old card. It's a cool card, but it was so rare that I never really saw it in play in Coda because it wasn't top tier. It was too random. Wouldn't it? It would just feel like, yeah, we're just gonna help you filter through your deck a little bit. I've got 4 Mars in hand, 2 in the discard, so I've got 6 unaccounted for. For the Theorist, you mean? Oh yeah, I guess all the stacking the card and guaranteeing what cards on top, definitely. I'm gonna go Logos to play Phase Shift. I'm going to Reap and look at my opponent's hand. They've got Daughter, Reclaimed by Nature. They have Borrow, Munchling, Damo Thief, Lab Work, and Beasts. They've got a pretty good spread. Based on that hand, they were most likely playing Logos. So let's Reap. I'm going to call Mars. Nailed it. Let's go ahead and play Sergeant Zakiel to the right. Have Raiding Knight fight. And I'm going to get rid of beast. I don't think I have a lot of the fight crossovers. I have a lot of the Reap or play Exalt to do 3 damage. So I end up not getting a lot of use out of those hybrid mutants. I do have a pretty decent Hypnotic Command here. I'm pretty sure they're holding this Keyfrog for Savage Clash. So I need to try and kill that Keyfrog before they grab their Savage Clash. His daughter, they got lots of daughters, big family. Reap, reap, reap. Vision Bloom for the Sloppy Labrick, yep. So 2 Ember, 2 damage. Yep. Blue key, Mars. Yes to the archives. Let's start with a soft landing for this Mind Warper. Have Mind Warper put an Amber on. Ooh, it's gonna be tough. Let's put it on. I don't want him to redraw Skippy. Ghost Hawk. Let's go Grabber Jammer. Then Plague Master. And Tunk. And then I'm going to have Biometrics back up on Raiding Knight. Hoping for a couple more Mars creatures before I play this Hypnotic Command, and I'll get one. I can sample collect that Skippy. I actually can sample collect that Keyfrog, which is gonna be really nice. Problem is I need to do it before they can trigger that Keyfrog this turn. I'm always curious when I'm testing these decks for the lower SAS tournaments, I'm curious what SAS I'm playing against to see how these decks hold up to stronger or same level decks. And I'm playing against the 76. So 1, try hard in casual. 2, all things considered, I'm not doing terribly. Keyfrog Reap, Ghost Hawk Reap, Savage Clash. Yep, there goes the Keyfrog. So that shuts off the Hypnotic Command. I can make him capture 2. Woof. So I'm just going Mars. Gonna Reap. Oops. Ready. There we go. So now, first I'm going to play Marauder because capture 1, then I'm going to Hypnotic Command to their I'm gonna archive it, get that amber, then reap. There we go. That's what I meant to do. I do have Dysania, but they only have one in their archive. For now, at least. Problem is if I take this raiding knight now, I should have taken the raiding knight last turn if I was actually thinking things through, because now that raiding knight's stuck in there unless I want to give them Skippy Time Hog, which I really don't. And they just got rid of their archives anyway. Probably have a Rad Penny here as well. Yep. And there's Seeker Needle her, put her back in the deck. And they could Spike Trap here and steal another one. Well, there goes my Neuro Siphon. Excuse me. Yeah, here comes the good plays. Gonna go Titan Engineer, or sorry, Titan Mechanic. Titan Mechanic. Dysania, Bat Drone, and Smoko. Hold that phase shift because I don't have anything else in my hand that wasn't Logos. And that's gonna be GG. Don't play 76s in casual, people. It's not a casual testing. Got 50 live games, so we've got a minimum of 100 people playing. You can find a competitive queue to test a 76. Just saying. I'm not even gonna play that out. So let's see. That was okay. That deck didn't perform like it looked like it could on paper. So I'm gonna try now Brick Quiz. Sorry. Oh, I deleted Brick Quiz. Deleted the wrong one. Let's go over here. Import it. Brick Quiz, the Artisan of Shadow. So triple Dust Imp, double Ronnie, and double Persistence with some Throwing Stars. Excuse me. Yeah, that's anyone that gets flamboyantly upset about anything, like just unnecessarily aggressive, I just like, oh, you've got a tiny ego. This gives me giggles. I am going to I'm gonna mulligan. That was an okay hand, but I would have to force it. Let's go Dis and drop a Toxin. That seems like an okay first start. Trust me, if I had the cure for fragile egos and just like helped those people come to terms with just being who they are, I would be a millionaire therapist. Let's go. Let's just stick with this. Drop a Dust Imp. Reap a Toxin. Make them discard a card. They lost their Anguish. Interesting. Well, so let's go shadows. Let's have Ronnie. And then let's do some throwing stars. Let's kill Toxin, because I'm going to get an Amber off that. And let's hit Flumph. And actually, let's hit Keyfrog and Dust Imp. Artifact control. None in Dis. None in Sanctum. None in Untamed. Okay. So I'm gonna go. Let's go Shadows. Let's Reap and then drop little Nif to deploy right there. They most likely will be able to fire Keyfrog this turn. Just depends on what they have in hand. But it's probably going to be Reap, Reap, Reap. Yep. Or sorry, Reap, Reap, Fight. Here's my other question. What's your deck rating? $66. Okay, so they're playing an appropriate deck. Let's go Untamed. Glimmer's gonna come out and grab Ronnie. I'm then going to go Grove Keeper to the left. Way of the Porcupine on Grove Keeper. Woof. I'm just going to discard both of these. I don't have a lot of fighting, so there's not a lot of ways I can get damage out there. Persistence Hunting on Sanctum is decent. 4 in Sanctum versus 3 in Untamed. So let's go Dis, try and slow them down a bit here. Reap, Amber Imp, and then Orb of Invidious, and Misery Exploit for jack shit. So now if they Reap, they're gonna be stunned twice, or 2 potential ways. Not my little Niff. It's not very fun when I have not seen all three of my dust imps. I'm drawing really clunky hands. What's my opponent doing? Are they just fighting everything off the board? So, I mean, Ronnie's gonna steal twice, and then I've got 2 knuckles, so that's my best bet. Knuckles, Ronnie. Puts me at check. It's not gonna keep me at check. Because if Baronin reaps, capture 2, they can also jack the key cost up. They're going untamed. Good old Song of the Wild, so 2/4 amber, 6 amber. I ain't got nothing for that. Jesus. This deck, my opponent's deck does not feel like it's that high of a, or that low of an SAS. Like, what? It's stupid. So let's go Untamed, I guess. Fang House, sure. Actually, we're gonna Regrowth. Regrowth of Grove Keeper, because why not? And then drop Fang House to the left. Let's Persistence Hunting Sanctum. Let's Persistence Hunting Dis. Probably should have done Untamed there, but you know what? It is what it is. I think I'm gonna have to end the stream on a competitive QR2. I'm getting tired of testing crappy decks. I need to play something that feels good. I need to play something that makes me feel like I actually know what I'm doing. All kinds of cards here. Okay. I wish I just had like Hysteria or something, because I don't have a lot of play effects. I mean, a board clear would be nice, but what do I need to do here? I think I'm just gonna go Shadows. I'm gonna start with a Merkins. Top of deck. Going to play a Snarette. That's nice. Thank you. Bone Rot Venom should go on Pose Pixies. Then an Umbra. I feel I need to with these guys. Let's reap, and then have Ronnie fight. Ifrani fight Gizelheart. Then Throwing Stars to hit post Pixies. To hit Flumph and I guess the other Flumph. Check at 6. Yeah, my opponent vomited a whole bunch of Sanctum creatures last turn, and I just dropped a bunch of Shadows stuff. You missed a really good Merkins too. I Merkins their Snarette. So of what I could have pulled, I would have rather pulled their Key Frog, but Snarette's a pretty close second. I mean, yeah, so it forces them to use their actions to get that Snarette off the board, which I'm okay with. I don't think I'm ultimately going to win this match, but I'm at least putting up a fight here at the end. GG. Not really GG, but it's GG. So I'm going to queue for a competitive or two. Time limit. I always like to do time limits in competitive. So competitive decks. I'm going to try some matches with Yuili Temple Priestess. Let me pull up the list here. So I've got 2 enhancements. Surprise, surprise. They're both capture. Double EP here in Logos. Lord Invidious, which is a fantastic start. Wretched Doll's fun. Doesn't get a ton of use. It maybe kills 1 creature a game. But Double Gateway helps me maintain board control as well. So what are Mortivis's Tesla attorneys? I'm gonna keep the hand because I do have Lord Invidious, which I like Lord Invidious as a start to this deck. And they're playing a Dark Amber Vault, so they're gonna have a lot of card draw, and they're probably gonna want to play a lot of creatures. So hopefully Lord Invidious, I can get use out of that. Interesting. So you want to bring basically kind of like a mid-range deck. It's not great, but it's not bad. Go Saurian. Dreadbone. Yep, we're going to kill Dark Minion, and then I'm going to drop Faust. I'm not going to Exalt. Interesting. I might have to give that a go because I really do like playing Reversal. I think it's a funny format. I think it's a really not necessarily casual, like quote unquote casual format. But yeah, I feel like that would be, you bring a deck that you really know that might be a little harder for someone to just look at the list and figure out what it's trying to do. Or you just bring your guaranteed, I know this deck really well, I'm just going to bring that. Let's go Entropic Swirl on Boss Xeric. Diametric Charge, kill both of them, and drop a Munchling. Oops. Let's go Dis. I'm going to double Doom. Oh, I hit the Key Frog. That was amazing. Opponents were getting rid of that Key Frog, and then I'm hitting that Harvest Time. I don't really care about Amber Disruption right now. I want to shut down those engines. I don't like key cheats, and I don't like Purge, so just take both those offline. And it's a Sin deck. Greed, Sloth, and Wrath. Let's go Wretched Doll on Wrath. I've got Poison. That's Mark of Dis. And then have Infernus fight, and then have Bonesaw come out ready and reap. Isn't that the truth? Like, you really just... Here, play my deck. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, please. Let me go Saurian. Let's go Cornus and Octavia. Excuse me. Faust is going to reap. Let's go Curse of Vanity. I'm going to exalt Cornison and Greed. I'm going to stomp Greed and exalt Bonesaw. Check it 8. That's part of what Orion, Mark, and I do when we're testing decks, especially for this Kote 8. We just put a list of decks that we think are okay, and we play each other's decks and try and see what our each other isn't seeing, or since we can share decks across our team, just, hey, you play this way better than I do, you go for it. Balls. So I'm gonna go Blue Key Logos. Let's go Smoko. QMax. Nice. Probably should have played QMax first. Let's play you to the left. Let's Eclectic Inquiry for my Faust and Implosion. I'm going to have Munchling just reap. Now I'm getting my board clear draws when I don't want to clear the board. Saurian, sure. Yes, I'll take my archives. Let's go Saurian Egg. Council Primus and Faust. Let's exalt Faust. And why not? Let's play Ancient Power. Just to ward that Faust. Not my Wretched Doll. Okay. Getting obliterated. Today is just a bad... this weekend is just a bad weekend for Keyforge, apparently. I mean, I got a whole lot of absolute nothing. So, GG. New game. Mute spectators. Time limit competitive. That explains why I stopped practicing that deck. Just, it can't come back. It has no comeback mechanic. I had a lot of fun with Acid Tet, trying to see if some of my lower ranked decks can actually perform better than their record shows. It does take me a little while to learn a deck truly, so I usually try and give a deck 10 reps before I know fully how competitive it is. But if it goes 0-5 even in casual testing, then I just kind of forget about it. Modern Astonished Satellite Physician. Key cheats? None. But a crazy Mars house. Okay. So I'm going to keep hand. Go ahead and get the Logos autoencoder out. Good old hunting witches. Good thing I have a Hadron Collision. I do have to say, we've kind of circled back into the Coda meta of rush or anti-rush. It's really all we're dealing with right now. So we're going Star Alliance. Gonna Hadron Collision this Hunting Witch. Subject Kirby to get this fiend out. I really don't have any Amber control in this deck, so playing a rush is my Achilles heel. Lost in the Woods, they're going to double shuffle, yep. Fuck all I can do about that. So, let's go Dis, Bonesaw, Dominator, Stirring Grave for shits and giggles. Because I'm not winning this game. I know this deck enough that there's no chance in hell. That's the crappy thing about playing against a rush. If you're not playing rush's hard counter, you just sit here and you're like, I'm not beating you. I mean, it's turn 3, but I know I lose. So sorry, bye. Let's go Logos. Fission Bloom, Quixo, and Torado. I'm going to end my turn because I want to hold that electron, or that effervescent principle. And I don't think they have any mutants in their list. They don't have a Smoko. Yeah, 0 mutants that I recognize. So Krzap can come in handy, so I'm going to Logos. EP. Quixo is going to fight Ulig. Torado is going to reap, draw a card, do nothing with it. I just want to win one game today. just one game today. I guess I won P. Pierce earlier, but I think that's about it. Mother and Escatera and Scrambler Storm, so no actions. Yay. go Logos and just keep drawing? I think I do. I just... So Tirada will Reap. Quixo will fight. Let's fight the Psychic Bug. Okay, so I'm gonna hit 3 and 9. Which is okay, I guess. Let's discard it. Archive a card, I hit Dominator. Let's go ahead and drop Kurzap. Or wait, I can't, because I can't play actions, so... Man, this is... this isn't even worth playing out. Well, hello, Mortavis. Tesla ears were burning. Yeah, I was asking Kelly what the format of your Teslas were. And from the sounds of it, I need to try and get my butt into playing one of them. Sorry, you're not missing much today. I'm getting absolutely hammered in... I wish I was getting hammered in every match, so it's not going too well. I'll take my archives. Bonesaw is going to Reap. I'm gonna play Soul Fiddle. What do they have most of in their discard here? A lot of Untamed, decent amount of Logos. So let me Mark of Dis into Logos. So then let's Gleeful Mayhem. Then Implosion. Plague-Rat is a rough style of deck to play. I think I've seen some 3 Plague-Rat decks, which are okay, because then it's not completely monopolizing your house list. When you get 5 or more Plague-Rats, that's all your Shadows house does. It's, yes, you're going to ping shit for damage, but you're not going to keep your own board either. So it makes it a little tough. I have nothing to stop my opponent here, so happy fun times. Let's just go Logos, Fission Bloom, Diametric Charge, Kurzap, Endgame. Okay. Now I'm getting tilted because I am just getting slaughtered. So I'm going to play an Agripiece game. Let's mute spectators, use time limit. Where'd Agripiece go? I played against a 7 Plague-Rat deck earlier, and it was just... I think I beat it. It was one of my very few wins today, but I was just commenting about how it would be an absolute dick move to just mulligan for Eaton's Jar and go, okay, you can't play Plague-Rats. I hope you have artifact control. Actually, now that I'm curious, I want to hop on DOK. Okay, I was curious if there were decks that existed that you could have more than one Eaton's Jar, but from what's currently registered, you can only have one in a deck. Oh, geez. And Exhume is a hard card to not be able to play. Let's see. I don't like this start, so we're going to mulligan. And I guess just start with the Logos Daughter. Because I was just like, man, if someone had 2 Eaton's Jar, you could just completely shut their deck down. Like against a Genka, one of them you name Martial Generosity, the other one you name Key Abduction, and then your opponent just goes, okay, bye, you win. Thanks for making my deck completely unplayable. I'm going to... Let's play Logos. Let's grab Igor. Ooh, yeah, I gotta take the Infernus, even though it's not the best play right now. I can't afford to lose that Infernus. I think one of my best plays ever online was I was playing against an opponent that had Library Card, Mass Mutation version of Library Access, and I was playing a deck that had library or remote access, and I had a full hand of Logos. So they put Library Card out, and I just go, okay, thanks, remote access. And I played almost my entire Logos house in one deck, or in one turn. I'm going to go Dis, and I'm going to play Infernus. Opponent's deck, we're going to get rid of that Miasma, and I'm going to get rid of that Gateway. And then I'm going to Rot Gub. And Misery Exploits, just going to get rid of it. I guess, yeah, Key Abduction, you'd have to take a better look at your opponent's deck list. If they have a lot of Mars creatures or they have a lot of bonus Amber Pips, you'd have to be careful of Key Abduction, but definitely shutting down Generosity. Jupiter yesterday in the challenge against me definitely showed how absolutely broken Generosity can get. Yeah, it started out okay. And then after my first key, he's like, boom, Generosity, Proliferator, Archive it. Guess what I'm doing next turn? Yeah, it's Martian Generosity is such a strong card. I had to buy 2 decks post-market, so secondhand market. Had to buy 2 decks that had Generosity just to have it in my collection because I had not opened any. I'm gonna go Tribute my Igor, and then Chant of Hubris. Put that on Brend, and then I'm gonna Imperial Scutum my Igor. I don't think I have any in my collection other than the ones that I purchased secondhand. And I didn't pay that much. I just wanted to have them in my collection, so I just paid $10 for a mid-range deck. I've got 3, so I might have opened 1. It's not terrible. I might play that one for fun next match. Let's go Dis. I'm going to Reap. And then let's put E on the fringes. I don't want to Exhume yet because I want to Exhume my Infernus. So I'm just going to Gleeful Mayhem. I'm going to hit Old Yerk. I'm going to hit Resonator, Brend. I'm gonna hold Evil Eye as well. Actually, now I'm gonna exhume. Yeah, I'm gonna exhume this Infernus to hit Brand, or actually I'm gonna hit exhume and 3 fates. Call that a turn. Yeah, the strongest Martian Generosity one I have is a 64 SAS. It has Dysania and Harland Mindlock, Neutron Shark, Sutterkin. It's got some good cards. It's just not a great deck. Let me pop the link in there because I have that bot now. So Aosh U Kai Bottom, that enigmatic. Man, they're just gonna keep feeding me that Infernus, aren't they? Because fuck it, we're going Dis, taking my archives. I'm going Rotgub. We're going Infernus. And I'm gonna hit the Lights Out and Dust Chronicles. And sure, let's go Evil Eye. Just to get me a check. Logos. Drop the Titan Guardian. A Daughter. Twin Bolt Emission. Let's get rid of Mindworm. Let's get rid of... That's not actually going to get rid of them, but... It's not going to do anything to hit Sky Booster, so let's just go ahead and hit this Tixel over here. Graft isn't going to do anything. Probably going to pop Life Ward, which is really going to hurt me. Yep, they popped Life Ward, so... Jesus. I guess we're going Dis. I'm going to fight Redlock. I'm gonna not finish with you, shuffle that Infernus back, and shuffle Rotgub back, and an Igor. Wish I had board clear. That would be great. Jesus. I mean, so do I stall? Sure, let's go Logos. Let's go Graft, Igor, to grab my Infernus. I'm doing a whole lot of purging and absolutely nothing else. I'm just not having a good day. Having a good day, not having a good Keyforge efficiency of winning rate. Good old Shockworm. I feel like I've been seeing an unbelievable amount of Coda and AoA Mars returning to the meta right now. And I don't know if that's people playing out of boredom, or if just I haven't seen people, play those decks before. Yep, you can get a ward. You can come over here. That's Golden Spiral. Use you to reap. Go ahead. Let's Ancient Power. Haven't even forged a key yet. This is the day of Brian not forging keys. I'm not playing Keyforge, I'm playing Key Stare. just stare at my opponent's keys. Yeah, okay. Dis. Infernus. Into my discard, let's get rid of that. And barf. A graft is going to be useless at this point too, so let's hit that. That's true. So yeah, AoA was designed and already in production by the time Coda released. So I know they are 2 to 3 sets ahead in design and testing. So they were already looking at Worlds Collide by the time design. Oh my god. Fix the brain. All right, brain's broken. They were already designing Worlds Collide at the point that Coda was released. So AoA, I feel AoA has the largest potential fluctuation of what the decks could be. I feel that AoA was such a large fluctuation of the high-end SAS versus the low-end SAS. And I think it was just they hadn't established the right curve, the bell curve. I feel from Worlds Collide forward, the bell curve is pretty uniform. Like, most people have decent to above average decks, or a small collection have absolute terrible and a small collection have absolute bonkers. I think AoA, you just really, really, really needed to buy a lot more decks to see the good AoA, which I don't have the disposable income to just pitch money at a bunch of sets, even though I wish I could. Ooh, let's go Thorium Plasmate. So I think AoA just really didn't feel good to me because it felt like an absolute cash grab set. Let's put Draining Touch out. Let's go Thorium Plasmate to move. I think I need to get rid of Shockworm more than Anguish right now. And then I need to reap with Igor. Check at 9. Yeah. Call of the Archon's bad decks feel awful. I feel the two best decks or best sets are Worlds Collide and Mass Mutation, for the reason that Mortivis just mentioned, that like even the quote-unquote bad stuff can have some pretty good games. It's just a matter of consistency more than anything. And yeah, and you're not going to get the algorithm right on your first release anyway, let alone your second, without any feedback. So I think they've been tweaking the algorithm properly to the point where the decks truly feel geared toward the median. Well, balls. Okay, let's go Saurian. Sure. Let's Reap. Gargantodon. Let's go. You can have an Amber. Let's Golden Spiral. Make your key cost 12. I didn't even get a fucking key in that game. It's not even worth talking about. So I'm gonna hop in competitive and do one more. What am I looking at here? I don't know exactly what I want to play. Where did it go? Oops. New window. There we go. Let's see, what am I writing? Of your remaining coda that's unopened, you mean? Okay. Let's keep. I remember I really desperately wanted a band name from first run. I didn't draw any. I drew a few that felt a little felt like they should. Let's go Logos. Let's drop the double mother and see if I can get a card advantage here. I'm gonna go Dis, drop a Terror, make that my Scally Caper target. Let's go Succubus and then Toxin. I really want them to play Untamed. That looks like the least threatening. Just gonna do that and turn and oops. Whatever. I always forget Scally Caper counts as whatever the active house is. So I could have gotten one more Amber out of that turn, but is what it is. Let's see, what do they have the most creatures in? They have the most 4 creatures in Star Alliance. 1, 2, 3, 4 in Shadows. So they're playing a 13 creature deck? Woof, okay. go Mars. Let's soft landing. Let's hit Grabber Jammer to the left. I think Mad the Mab. Good, not elusive. So I'm gonna have you reap. Deep Probe. What I want to hit? They haven't played any any Shadows creatures. Do I risk it though? Because that's only 3 that I might hit. They have 3 of their 4 in Star Alliance, so I guess Shadows is the biggest guess. There goes their plant, and then let's reap Martian Hounds. +6 there, and then let's hit Succubus. Okay, I can finally get rid of this stupid Scowly Caper. We're gonna reap Wells, reap Molina. Are they gonna bounce Molina? Be an interesting target to bounce, but blue key. Let's go House Dis. Reap with Scowly Caper. Schuler to steal 1. Gone Goozle to kill the Caper. And then Arise to grab Dis. To grab Succubus, grab Toxin, and grab Terror. Pretty nice Mars coming up. I'm enjoying that these mothers have stayed out so long. I'm anticipating they're gonna leave the board here pretty soon. I also don't want to play too much of my logos because I want that library card, or sorry, library access. So Ingram's gonna reap. So now they have all their Star Alliance creatures out. Are they just reaping? Reap, reap. Okay. So they're at 6 of 7. I think I go Mars here. Also, let's drop another Grabber Jammer. Let's drop a Marauder, John Smith, put a Jammer pack on my Grabber Jammer. That way it gives my opponent incentive to kill this Grabber Jammer, while I also have incentive to kill this Grabber Jammer. I think I honestly would rather keep this Grabber Jammer out, because it's giving my opponent from this single card +1 from Jammer, and then +2 from Jammer pack, so a total of +3 to key cost. They just played Shadows. I kind of want to lock them in Shadows again. So I'm going to go Dis. We're going to Reap, make them discard a card. Reap and Reap. Control the weak to hit Shadows. And then I have a Succubus and that's it. I don't think I really need to hold this Arise right now. I don't think they have a board clear. They've already played their Red Alert. They have one more. I'm gonna still hold it. Yeah. TMTP. Okay. Not my John Smith. I probably should have actually paid attention to them having a TMTP and not locked them into the house that they had a TMTP. But I'm gonna go Mars. So let's go ahead and reap. Reap and reap. Deep probe for... Let's go Untamed. Hit Mad to Mad, which is okay. They have their key charge. Red Alert, Force Field, and Wild Spirit. Okay. I don't want to key Abduction. I don't want to give this to them as well. So I'm actually... I'm gonna keep it. I really wish I had my library access, but I don't think I can hold off on playing Logos anymore. And if these creatures die, I could potentially set up for a better library access with my Arise and pull the creatures back at minimum. So I know they do have key charge in hand. Yellow key, let's go Logos. So let's play Mother. Doc Bookton and Bat Drone. The question is, what order do I play this in now? So I think I go Positron Bolt. I think a Positron Bolt, Karkar, and then hit Ingram. Yeah, I could do walls in Molina. I'm more concerned about Ingram. I just needed to be able to get to Ingram, so I had to get rid of the taunt. Now the big question is, do I lock myself in Dis with Pit Lord and try and finish the game that way? And I think the answer is yes, until I can... Yeah, I think the answer is ultimately yes. So I'm gonna go Dis. Schuler is going to fight. Reap. Let's go Pit Lord. Snudge. Yeah, I actually wanted Schuler to die because I'm going to Arise him back into my hand to get a steal. And then Toxin and Succubus and Pandemonium. Puts me at checkmate, takes them off check. I fought into Molina, so there was no hazard, or there was no ward on Molina. So I just died from the Hazardous. Because what I can do here is reap, 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 Reap. Bounce Pit Lord. Do I play Pit Lord again? I think I do. Just to really push the tempo. Yeah. Yeah, so they removed the ward. I didn't remove the ward on my turn. The ward was gone before it was my turn. Who did they discard punctuated? That's amazing. They played punctuated, so I had to shuffle and redraw, and I discarded and redrew the key abduction that was in my hand. Because even if they keep me off check, like if they bring me down to 8, I should be able to key abduction and still get the win. Well, not anymore. So they should be able to key charge here. Cool. That was funny. That was a funny redraw for the key abduction, or the punctuated equilibrium into the key abduction. But I feel like having a competitive victory there, it's probably the best time for me to, I should probably just, use this screen as more often. Probably best for me to log off now, especially because it's 3:04. So I will be back on Friday for another Friday night battle royale. So only costs 50 channel points. They are, in my channel, irradiated amber, because Martians. It's really not a lot of points. I know people are just like, well, just make it free. By having it be points, it's kind of it's my way of making sure that only followers are able to challenge me. I don't want some random person popping in and trolling and just making it an unenjoyable experience for viewers and for myself. So it's minimal amount of channel points. Don't worry about it. That being said, though, Friday nights 5 to 8 will always be Battle Royale. If no one's challenging me, I'm coming up with some interesting things to do with chat just in the interim between matches. So stay tuned for those. And Saturdays are always just going to be my casual play or tournament play. So I will stop babbling. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Kelly, once again, thanks for the subscription. Welcome to the exclusive club. And as always, at the Crystal Hive, when it comes to Keyforge, when in doubt, reap it out. Take care.